Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Jude and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is his ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands. The correction and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give any correction. And the correction that we give here at school is a tug and release on the training collar, and that is the only correction that we use. Now, if you notice, Jude is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to be demonstrating for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash without dragging you down the street, lunging out at other people, staying focused more on you than on what's going on around him. And when you stop your feet to cross traffic or talk to someone, he should be sitting nicely at your left without being told to wait for his next command. So this is basic heeling 101. He really hasn't had this before, so this has been a difficult exercise to teach him because he's very, very easily distracted. Now, the next command that Rich is demonstrating is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and for a dog like this, it's a very important exercise for you to practice in your home, indoors as well as outdoors. The long sit stay is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes, and he needs to develop some self-control, of which he had none when he got here. When Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him, returning all the way back to heel position, and then they take off heeling again. And remember that heeling is him staying right next to your left leg when walking. And that's very important. And each time that you stop, he should sit to wait for his next command. The next command that Rich gave him was a stay. And this time, instead of returning back to him, Rich is going to call him.
Jude, come.
He should come and he should sit right in front of Rich, facing his knees, and then he should return back to heel position and back sitting. And I'm really going to strongly recommend that you practice these exercises every time you get the chance, because he really needs a job to do. And he needs your one-on-one attention with him in a positive way. So he's performing for you, and he's getting praised for doing it.
Stay.
Rich leaves him again in another sit stay. And he's going to call him again. He doesn't lighten his tone too much, because with this particular dog, you lose him if he gets overly excited. So we want to keep his training real, not firm. Not, a lot of good boy and a lot of that, because then you completely lose his attention. Now, the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you, now he has to be sitting first, is your down from a heel position. So with the dog seated at your left open palm, straight down toward the ground, the one-word command to down and stay. Your long down stay, practice right in your living room. 3 minutes, working up to 5 minutes. When Rich returns back to him, again, he should hold that down stay until Rich gets all the way back to his shoulders and gives him another command. He heels him out of that. Because Jude is 6 years old and he's been treated like a baby, and he's been allowed to get away with a lot of behaviors that are not appropriate, we've had a big job here, and the job is going to continue when he goes home for sure. You saw that little correction.
Stay.
Down, stay. Practice on leash in the beginning, in and around your apartment or house. You don't have to go outside to train.
Jude, come.
Comes in and sits. Rich is going to take off heeling with him again. And we're going to demonstrate your down from a distance. So before you attempt to put your dog into a down, he must be seated first. Rich leaves him in a sit-stay.
Down.
Gives him the down command from a distance. Now he has come a very, very long way. We're very proud of how far he has come. I think that he still has a ways to go. I'm going to be calling you and speaking to you about different things that we're going to recommend for his life with you at home, and schedule a day and a time that's going to work for you for him to come home. We've enjoyed having Jude. He's been a challenge, but he's come a long way. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.